Hello, welcome back to Whiskey Wednesday. I'm Joe, and every Wednesday I do whiskey video reviews. I've been reviewing the Arran whiskies for the last couple of weeks. I'm on my third Arran whiskey. This week, the week before Christmas, I'm reviewing the Arran Malt 12-year-old cask strength. This is the third batch of this. It's usually limited to around about 12 to 13,000 bottles. So, fairly limited release. This one's bottled at 53.9%. It's non-chill filtered, of course, sticking to Arran's style. Natural colouring. And this particular batch is 100% sherry hogshead maturation. This is around about £60, the cask strength 12-year-old. You pay a little bit more because it's higher alcohol and it's a limited release. So, let's give it a nose. Because it's a pure sherry maturation, we should be noticing quite a different style from the 14 and the 10 from my previous weeks. So, let's get to the nose. Very different. Very, very different. I'm getting burnt cinnamon sticks. There's a brandy-esque grapey note about it. Definitely that kind of sugared grapes. Lots of oak. Lots and lots of oak influence in this one. So it does smell a lot richer. There's white pepper. A lot more Christmas cakey, and again, Stollen. So this smells like alcoholic Stollen. Again, did any of you get to try Stollen after last week's suggestion? In fact, this was a whiskey that could go very well with Stollen. Getting a bit of salted popcorn, and salted and roasted popcorn. So imagine if you roasted popcorn, put some salt in it. There's a kind of a bready note, so maybe kind of burnt granary bread. It's quite toasty, quite roasty. A slight kind of chocolatey mocha note as well. Maybe it needs a little bit more time, and a bit of orange liqueur, and fruitcake. Right, let's give it a taste. Right, this whiskey, it's a light fruitcake with absolutely loads of spices. The spiciness is so apparent in this whiskey. You know, it's cask strength, it's 53.9%, so it's always going to have a bit of spiciness, but this is very, very spicy. So, cinnamon, lots and lots of cloves. There's nutmeg. There's a bit of allspice. There's a bit of demerara sugar. A citrus note comes through again. I need to taste it again. Right. Ooh, there's a kind of a bready brioche note. So kind of vanilla, chocolate chips, Again, that raisin fruitiness comes through, the grapiness of dried sugary grapes, like I said, that the nose had. That's on the palate. It's a lot richer than the 14 and the 10, that's for sure. And it just shows it's 12 years old. Just because a whiskey's older doesn't mean it's going to be richer than the younger version. It's all down to the casks and obviously the strength. Let's give it a third taste. Third taste, I'm getting barley wine. Again, dried fruits, alcohol soaked fruits, and a bit of chocolatey mint. It's a rich whiskey. It's a rich whiskey and there's lots of flavours there, spiciness, as I said, all the fruity flavours. Right, let's give it one more try. I'll tell you a little bit about the finish. So, finish, sherried, spices, and Christmas cake. It's a great little whiskey. It could probably do with maybe a drop of water, but as you know, in my reviews, I never add water, just to keep everything completely consistent. But I reckon I'd put like half a teaspoon or a quarter of a teaspoon in a glass of that, and it'd probably take down just the strength slightly. It's another solid 8 out of 10, it has to be said. The Arran whiskies have been pretty good so far. We've got one more next week, which is Christmas Day, yeah. And you probably notice actually, my videos now, my jumpers are getting thicker because it's getting pretty cold. So next week is the Christmas Day review. Whiskey Wednesday on Christmas Day, who would have thought it? So please share the video and I will see you next week, guys. Cheers.